why it's important that we stay on point so that when we do grab one, that we're all together.
Right.
We are here today to talk to council members and make sure that we have their support for the Right to Know Act.
All we're asking is that when you encounter us, you're asking us for our identification, we need to know who you are. We're asking that if you're going to conduct a search, make sure that it's legal. The Right to Know Act are two pieces of common sense legislation that are before the City Council. Intro 541, consent to search. In a stop, law enforcement would have to let you know that they want to search your bag. In doing so, they would also let you know that you have the right to refuse that search. They would also have to let you know that if you do consent to the search at any given time, you can stop the search. Drill 182, identification. And may I see your identification? And you hand that officer your identification. You then can say, excuse me, may I have your identification also? And he gives you some form of identification, preferably a business card with their name, rank, shield, and command, precinct.
The Right to Know Act, unfortunately, has still not been brought to the floor. We're insistent that it will be brought to the floor for a vote at the next stated meeting in December.
Why wouldn't you want this legislation passed? Only a couple of us need to approach the council members that we're going to speak with and take them away from that. If a council member is in your district that you know of, then you should be a point of contact.
Estamos aquí para sacar un retrato.
Una foto, por favor.
Come on, guys.
Give it to Big Boy. Give it to Big Boy.
All right,
How many
come on,
times we take this
folks.
picture?
As many times.
Until the legislation.
on this photo.
Yes, very good. All right, come on, guys, get them signs. Come on, guys.
All right, y'all.
Late, right to know crew, so let's do that.
Let's do this. Come on.
No, I never mind.
A young man by the name of Delron Smalls was in his car with his family and got into some type of vehicle issue with an off-duty officer, Wayne Isaac. The off-duty officer, Wayne Isaac, pulled out a badge or something and said, "Hold up, stop. I'm a law enforcement officer." He would not have had to shoot this man 3 times.
I am the sister of Delron Small. He was killed July 4th, 2016. When police don't identify themselves or even any interaction with the police can turn deadly. That officer didn't identify himself as an officer. And that I believe that would have not ended with Delron's death if he would have done something simple as identified himself.
And we're getting a lot of pushback. My goal here is to make everyone happy, right? And that's not easy to do. And that compromising is not easy. But my goal has always been to pass it.
No matter what happens, and we hope that it does pass in 2017, if it doesn't, we'll probably have to reintroduce it in some form or another. And we'll continue to do that because it is just common sense and fair. And it's what the community wants.